Welcome. Whoa, 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 why am I angry? That's better. Yeah. Welcome back, my darling Diamonds in the Rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and I am sleepy. Very tired. Very, very tired. But we're here. We're now here now. Words are not coming to my mouth. But I'm sorry. I'm very late. Very tired. I don't know. This is going to be a very short stream, but a fun one. Hopefully a fun one. I'm overheating. I need to take off my... I have like a... What is it? Snuggie? Is that the word? Is that the word? I don't even know. Also, I'm not even sure if my sound is that good right now. It seems a little low. So let me check that. Hopefully it's not on me. Give me one moment. Is that not working? Why is my sound not coming out? What the... Oh, that's probably why. Give me something. Not something. Give me a second. I need to turn off Bluetooth. That's why it shouldn't be on like that. Okay. Now we can check. Sound check. Okay, so it is a little low. It is a little low. Let me turn down the volume. I don't know. It should be at full volume. Maybe I need a better microphone. I don't know. But we are here. We are live. We are now. And yeah, I really should try to find a way to fix that. I can't artificially boost it, can I? Filters, maybe. We're going to try to fix this live if we can. If we can. Compressor, expander, gain. I don't know what I'm doing. Testing. Okay. That is interesting. Artificial gain of, let's go 10 decibels. Let's do that. I hope that's better. Let's just check. Yeah, that should be better. Let me raise this up back. Okay, little music in the background. Little everything. Perfect. Now, we can't... Let me load up the... I closed it because it was lagging last stream, wasn't it? Oh, silly me. But no, we're going to open up our gohoneko.neocities.org, and we're going to take it slow. We are going to take it slow. Well, we are going to take it slow. We're going to do a little yapping, a little chatting, little whatever. But where is... I put the... There we go. Right. Now, without further ado, and it unfortunately looks like it's not... Well, can I fix that? I don't know if I can. Widget, unlock, menu, Discord, accessory, background, avatar. Huh. How is this? Is that better? Wait. That's constantly moving. And why? Okay. So this is better. A little bit better. Not good, but better. And we make it this sensitive. Okay, that is a significant boon. That actually makes the moving work. Lovely. I can't believe I fixed that. I can't believe I fixed the audio issues on both softwares. That's, pat myself on the back. Pat myself on the back. It's scuffed, but we took over. We took over. And it's scuff no more. It is scuff no more. Well, I really am tired. I don't know what to say. It wasn't even that long of a day. It's just, I don't even know. I just crave bed. Like, I don't even know what I feel. I've never felt like this before, where I just crave slumber at a reasonable hour. That's weird to me. Oh, wait, yeah, last night I did not No, it was weird. I don't know if I was sleeping or awake, but I was. Well, I know it was up, but I don't know if I was technically sleepwalking, because I don't know the verbatim definition of sleepwalking, or if I was awake. Because for some reason I was tossing and turning a lot last night, and I remember checking my phone and seeing that it was 4:30 a.m. And that made me feel sad. But I forget what was it for, because I was like intentionally tossing and turning, as if I was in a lucid dream. And I think I was trying to banish some devils or something. I don't even know. I don't remember. I wish I remember, because I was doing it with a purpose. I was intentionally tossing and turning with a purpose. I just forgot the purpose. I forgot the purpose. And that makes me sad. That makes me a little bit sad. Because it would have been a good story. It would have been a good clip that I wouldn't have clipped yet. Oh my. It would have been so good. Huh, my arm. Is that normal or is that weird? I don't know. My arm is feeling weird. My right arm specifically. It's very sore, and I don't know why, because I did not exert it or use it in any sort of reasonable way. Not in the past few days. I have not done anything to warrant this essentially pain. But I'm touching the arm, and I'm just feeling what muscle, skin, fat, normal body, bone. I'm just feeling normal people things. Which normal people don't call them normal people things, but normal people stuff. I'm just feeling an arm. And I'm feeling my left, and it's the same, essentially. So I don't really know. Well, actually, is it the same? I think my right arm's a bit more developed than my left arm, just because I am right-handed. My dexterity very heavily prefers the right. And I think that's one of the weird things about the human body, the asymmetry of it. Because when you think of most living things, or most things in general, there's some sort of symmetry. Like, what is it called? Bilateral symmetry, where if you can cut it down the middle and then one half is supposed to mirror the other half. Yeah, on the outside, humans kind of look like they have a bunch of symmetry in that sort of way. But things aren't really like that necessarily. With, I'm not sure if right brain, left brain is the right way to go about it, but definitely handedness. Some people can prefer. There are ambidextrous people in the world. I have not met them, but I know they exist. But even ambidextrous people, I feel like they would favor certain activities with certain hands. And there are people who aren't ambidextrous that can do certain things with both hands. Which, what's a good thing? Like sports. I'm a fan of basketball. I can do layups with either hand, which, that's a very good thing to do. A lot of athletes, they can soccer. They can dribble with both feet. They have that sort of ambidexterity that they train, but it's not natural ambidexterity. But in most senses, people will be better with a certain arm or certain leg. People will prefer that, and it can also lead for different developments. Like, I know NBA basketball player Ja Morant, I believe this isn't dexterity, this is because of an accident he had as a child, if I recall, or I might be misremembering, but I think one of his arms is longer than the other one. I think he injured his left arm or something, or was it left leg? Something, and now they're uneven. Was that Ja Morant? I believe it was Ja Morant. Let me look it up just to make sure. Ja Morant arm differently. I believe it was. I believe it was. Yeah, arm different size. Okay. Yeah, his unique arm length. One of his arms and hands is longer and bigger than the other due to a trampoline accident. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I remember. But that's more of an accident than something innately biological. It's definitely interesting. Because, again, you look at Ja Morant, famous athlete, and say, yeah, he's a pretty symmetrical dude, but no, apparently one of his arms is longer than the other. Humans are not that's symmetrical. Of course, that doesn't even mention the organs we have inside of us. You know, my heart, left side of the body. My lungs, well, 2 lungs, so that's not the same. But kidneys, I think, are also on the left side, or is the liver on the left side? I don't know. The organs, internal organs, are kind of like a hodgepodge. They have general locations, but they're kind of all willy-nilly. There's never a really consistent sort of placement for them, which is bizarre. It is bizarre. And it's weird, too, because I think when you get surgery, I think surgeons kind of just stuff the organs back inside of you, and they just kind of fix themselves. You know, that seems like something I should fact check. I'm going to fact check that. Let me see. In surgery, do organs rearrange themselves? Rearrange themselves after. Okay, AI says no, but let's see what Reddit says. And then one more article. While some movies show the intestines as totally unearthed tube, it is put out they're actually loosely attached by, oh, sort of fatty sheet. It's actually fairly tricky times. That's to really simplify what the above medical professionals have said, without going to the anatomy, you basically just make sure there aren't any twists and generally shove back in, and the intestines wiggle around. Oh. Okay, so we got half a yes. Huh. That's not conclusive. AI says no, but I don't trust AI. Okay, so it says it really depends on the situation, but loosely, it looks like. Torsions in organs after surgery, that is, they twist on the whatever is normal when I left it. Yes and no. Okay, so it looks like a little bit yes, but not to take that as an exaggeration. Wow, that's interesting. Why was I talking? Oh yeah, because organs are weird, internal organs. It's weird how they just rearrange themselves inside of you. Loosely, of course. But yeah, the human body internally is not symmetrical. Which makes sense. It would be hard to be symmetrical. Actually, would it? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, would it actually be hard for the human body to be symmetrical? Huh. That is, like, you know, first instinct is yes, but I mean, you might need like 2 of each organ. Okay, I guess you might need 2 livers, 2 pancreases, to split the kidneys up, and that might be a pain. It might be better to organize certain spaces and certain things, like how do I say this? The human body is like a toolbox. And you don't need tools to mirror each other. You just put them in the same general location, and you keep that to keep it organized. You don't need a wrench in the top shelf and the bottom shelf to make it symmetrical. You just put all the wrenches on the top shelf, and you're done with it. And I guess the human body is like that, in this weird sort of way that my brain cannot handle an analogy of at this hour with this level of exhaustion. Yeah, the human body is quite strange. Huh, isn't it? Also, I'm gonna jinx myself like right now, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten any wrong. I know we're only at 31, but we've been yapping a bit. We've been doing a bit, and not a single one wrong. Not a single one we've had to check yet. Not a fat fingers incident anywhere. We're breezing. There we go. That's the jinx. That's what we've been waiting for. We jinxed ourselves. We did jinx ourselves. That's funny. That is funny. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad because we walked right into that one. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, we're still doing pretty good, though. We are still doing pretty good. Why? I just try to praise myself just a little bit, and then it just smites me down saying, oh, actually, no, you're not allowed to do that. You just have to despise yourself every second of every day. Okay, there we go. Now we got a hater sort of. I don't know what I'm yapping about. But yeah, I think we'll do this for maybe 125 at the most, and then go to puzzles and call it a stream. Which, very short, but I can't really think of a bot. Oh yeah, this stream is called golf or something. I golfed recently. Within the last few days. It was interesting. Golf was interesting. How do I say this? I went golfing once before when I was younger with Stone Dad. He took, specifically to hit golf balls, which is what I did recently. But I went with Stone Dad, and he, the experience was terrible for me. Good for him, though. I think he had a good memory, and that made it, a little bit better. But he took me on a random, I think it was Saturday morning, to a golf shooting range, or whatever it's called. And early in the morning, and it's hot out. And for 3 hours, we just hit golf balls. And it wasn't fun after 10 minutes, but we had a lot of golf balls that we kind of needed to hit because he bought the biggest bucket of golf balls to hit. And it was a long time. And we can't leave until we finish that bucket. And I am not good at golfing. He's not that good at golfing, but I was a literal child who was terrible at golf. So, really, really not good. I was complaining. I was whining quite. I feel bad for whining, but I am a child, and you are taking up my Saturday to this strenuous activity. I say strenuous because it's been 3 hours in the sun. I was sweating like a pig. I was sweating. I was roasting. I did not have sunscreen on. I probably got sunburnt. But it was a pain back then. But recently it was not. It was actually fun. Despite me not really caring about golf, or the people I with also not caring about golf. None of us cared about golf. None of us will continue to care about golf. But we were there, we hit some golf balls, we had fun, and they really gamify it. They really gamify it now. Well, obviously they gamify it, it's a game, but they have little chips inside the golf balls now that track them, or something that track them. They can track your your path, your distance, blah blah, and they can turn that into a game. I played Angry Birds with golf balls. We played Angry Birds with golf balls. And it was fun. It was fun. I'm very perplexed at why that's I understand why it's a thing. I'm perplexed at why, but I understand what it's why at the same time because it's fun. But Angry Birds and golf, that's weird. How'd you get the rights to the birds? I don't know. But wow. Wow. I'm shook. I'm not shook, but I don't know. I'm very confused. Mildly afraid, but I'm mildly afraid about everything, so not too different. Oh my, it's Mo. Yeah, okay. I always get that confused with Moo, but it actually just looks like Mo because we had the Hiragana from Mo right before, and oh my goodness gracious, I want to shower as well. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I don't know, but let's power through this because I think it's very obvious that I did not sleep well. I don't know why. I just feel very exhausted. Well, I do know why. I was up at like 4:30 a.m. doing who knows what. I was just up and I was fighting those demons in my half sleep, half awake states by tossing and turning in my bed intentionally. Violently, even. It was. Oh my. I don't know. I wish I wrote it down. I want to keep a dream journal, but I don't dream often, and when I do, I just forget. Which, you know, I hear a dream journal helps with that, but I need to start somewhere. Oh, I have a kink in my neck. Ow. Ow. Oh, right. But, yeah, I know my body is very sore. I don't know why. Again, it's probably from the lack of sleep. I remember I used to, I don't recommend this at all, but I was someone who did not like to sleep at a reasonable hour in my youth when I didn't have to sleep at a reasonable hour, so I wouldn't. And I would stay up very late, and some days I would get very little sleep. Some days I would get very little sleep, but I'd stay up late to the point where it felt like my bones hurt. And I looked it up. Apparently, it's actually the muscle burning from lack of sleep. I don't know. Something around that lines. Which is not healthy, but I would stay up till then, and I don't know why. Then I'd go to sleep, and then some days I'd wake up at 1 o'clock. And I miss being able to wake up at 1 o'clock, because I can't afford to wake up at 1 o'clock in this economy. There's not maybe I have some time off soon. Maybe I can try again then. But even now, I'm ingrained in my sleep schedule. I don't know. I'm just very exhausted. I'm a very, very exhausted man, and I'm getting everything wrong. Oh my. Oh me. Oh my. But it's fine because we are brave, we are strong, and we are going to sleep. We are going to sleep later. So just believe in the me that also believes in the me. Yeah, I do apologize. I should have streamed earlier, should have done anything else, should have planned more. Or honestly, I should have even taken off, but I don't want to. At the end of the day, I just want to stream. And I feel if I skip one day, that means it'll be easier to skip a second. So even if it's just for a little bit, I'm going to stream today. So I apologize for the selfishness of myself. I hope you can forgive me, and I hope I can do stuff that's worth forgiveness. But for a bad stream, I will try my best to make it sweet. I will try my best. Oh, and I need to drink water. That's some refreshing water. That is some refreshing water. Oh man, I don't know what I need. Actually, I do know. I think it's how do we feel about weighted blankets? I want to put that general opinion out there because I'm gonna share my opinion on them. I like them, but I also really want to like them, and sometimes I don't like them. That's the worst possible way of phrasing it, I realize. I have one. I have a weighted blanket. It is currently on my bed. It was a cheap one that I bought off Amazon. And it's 15 pounds, and I enjoy using it. I really do. But when I use it, I have to throw on another blanket on top because it's not that warm for me. For me, it's not that warm. It's not that warm. And sometimes it's a little bit too heavy when I'm sleeping and I just have to take it off. A little bit too uncomfortable. So I stop using it sometimes. That's the cons of it, I suppose. The pros of it are it feels really nice using a weighted blanket. It feels different. It does feel different. I do like it. I do like using it. I don't use it every night, but I do like using it. I might need to wash it soon, though. I used to use it fairly rarely, and I think I washed it once, and I've had it for a few years. But yeah, I did not see too much use. But now I'm using it more, so I'm probably gonna have to wash it probably before the end of the year, which isn't too bad. I I feel like I wash my sheets pretty late, but also I wash them somewhat regular. No, not somewhat regular. I don't. I'm not. I try to wash them regularly, but I don't necessarily. These new sheets, I haven't washed them since I got them. I think I ranted about getting them in I don't know when, but I washed them immediately after I got them, and then I put them on my bed sometime after that, and they haven't been washed since. But it hasn't been over a couple months. I think it's been over 1 month, but I don't think it's been a couple. I should probably wash them soon. They don't feel dirty, but I don't want them to feel dirty. So I want to make sure I'm doing some management of them. I hear a good adult life hack is to have a second sheet set prepared so that you can just take it off and replace it and wash the dirty one, and you already have a clean one on your bed. Because something I despise is when I'm doing my sheets to not be able to lie down on my bed, because I love lying down on my bed. I really do love lying down on my bed. If I couldn't do that, I'd be very sad. I would be very sad. And doing sheets, they take some time. And when I'm doing the sheets, in my house usually, because I have to transfer them from the washer to the dryer. And yeah, I could just leave in the washer until I get back, and then the dryer until I get back, but that's just not how I roll. That's just not how I roll. So I stay in the house, and if I'm staying in the house, I'm probably staying in my room, and if I'm staying in my room, I'm going to want to lay on my bed, but sometimes you can't lay on the bed, because there's no sheets, and that makes me feel sad. That does make me feel sad, and it's something that's very easily fixable, but oh my, it's just something that makes me sad. So the adult life hack of getting a second sheet set is something I might consider. Well, technically this is the second sheet set I have, but I think I'm tossing my original one. I think it just overstayed its use. I've had it for probably over 5 years. In the outer layer of the sheet, there was a hole in like a, what is it, bed cover? I forget. There was a hole in it, I think, from my toenail. Because I guess it was just that used that it could tear with the toenail. And I don't understand that. But whatever. And now it's just sitting in a box. Essentially in my room. Well, not a box, like a hamper sort of thing. Not going to be touched. Probably going to be tossed. I'll have to decide to toss it. Oh, I have to convince. I'm sorry, my brain is not working, so I forgot the word convince. I'll have to convince myself to actually toss it, even though I kind of want to toss it. I'll still have to convince myself, because I don't like throwing things away. I feel like that's a waste, even when the best course of action to throw it away. Even when that's the best course of action, it just feels like a waste. Sometimes, and that's not a good way to look at things, but it's just a way to look at things sometimes, and that's not good. I'm sorry, I'm ranting in circles. I'm saying this is bad because it's not good, and it's not good because it's bad. That's not a coherent sentence. It would be funny if I was doing like a longer stream, like maybe a 12-hour, even 24-hour stream, and I'm acting this loopy. Unfortunately, I'm acting this loopy because I've been up for, not 24 hours, but I've been up for a while, and I can't form coherent thoughts. But unfortunately, you don't get to see me break down as an individual. You just get the insomnia drunk version of me. Is that an appropriate word to use in this situation? It's not literally drunk. It's, I don't know what the word, insomniac version of me. The sleep deprived, willy-nilliness. Maybe I should entitle the stream that. just kind of dubbed the title the first thing that came to mind, which was golf, because I went golfing and we're hitting golf balls, and it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it's weird. It's like bowling. That's the vibe I got from, was like the bowling vibe, except more outdoorsy, because it's all open air as opposed to bowling, which is all inside and dark. No, at golf you can see the night sky, but outside it's just like bowling. Honestly, it's really like bowling. That was the vibes I got from it. The immediate vibes I got from it. And I'm a fan of bowling. I am a fan of bowling. I'm not good at bowling, but I'm a fan of bowling. I am a fan of bowling. Though it's been years since I went. Actually, it's only been like 2-3 years since I went bowling. Not too long. Long, but not too long. I'm not good at bowling, though. I'm not good at a lot of things. Well, I can throw the I can bowl the bowling ball pretty forcefully, pretty quickly, but in terms of accuracy, hitting pins, strategy, anything, I'm all out of luck. I don't have anything. I mean, put the bumpers on and maybe I can contend, but I can't. I can't contend. I'm not that good. There are people who are actually good at bowling, and I am very shocked by that. I was trying to think of a different word than shocked. I could not think of a different word than shocked, so I used shocked. They're in awe. I'm in awe of them. They're pretty talented. Bowlers, it's one of those things where to get into it is pretty easy, but the skill ceiling is so incredibly high. It's easy just to, roll ball down path. It's hard to, roll ball down path and curve to hit strike every time, which is what pro bowlers do, because pro bowlers are just insane. It's that skill, do we call it a peak or plateau, whatever you want to call it, it's so incredibly high for bowlers. Despite bowling being one of the easiest sports to learn. I think, what are they? Is basketball the easiest to learn? I know basketball has a bunch of rules that are very niche, that even the refs don't know them sometimes, but what about soccer? Offside. No, bowling's probably one of the easiest sports to learn, because bowling, the rules are pretty simple. I think you can fit all the rules on bowling in a single page. I don't think you can do that with basketball or soccer, though I think basketball and soccer are pretty easy sports to learn the basic principles of, but that's besides the point. Point is, the entire rule set of bowling probably can fit on a single piece of paper. Very easy to learn, very easy to start doing, because you're just rolling a ball down a path. But again, that skill ceiling is just so incredibly high for bowling. Granted, skill ceiling is high for basically any sport, but we're not talking about any sport. We're talking about bowling. Pro bowlers are different. Pro bowlers are different. And then, as compared to golf, where hitting a golf ball is actually pretty hard, because it's this tiny ball and you have this basically mallet on a stick that you have to control rotationally and in X, Y, and Z positions. It's hard. It's hard. You can definitely hit it, but to hit it consistently, it's hard. I think it's comparable to maybe learning to, well, maybe a jump. Well, yeah, some things are hard to learn. Like in baseball, this is one of my favorite quotes about baseball, is that unlike in other sports, if you hit 30% of your shots in baseball, if you hit 30% of at-bats, you're an all-time great player. If you shot 30% in basketball, you're terrible. No disrespect to Patrick Beverly, who probably didn't shoot 30% in his career, but you never know. He's the first player that came to mind. But if you shoot 30% in basketball, you are not good at the sport. I'm not sure about soccer, how on-target shots work, but I assume... Actually, I don't know. I think it really depends on soccer. I don't know. Yeah, soccer and hockey I don't have perspective on. But basketball, I feel like the shooting mechanics, again, is very high skill floor to learn. And then an incredibly high skill ceiling. Well, sorry, not again. It's completely different. Sports, skill ceilings are weird in basically everything. Like, I play chess. I enjoy playing chess in my spare time. The skill ceiling of chess is incredibly high. In the human perspective, it would probably be Magnus Carlsen. Prime Magnus Carlsen was an insane player. All that calculations, intentionally giving himself worse positions as to create imbalance, so he'd increase the possibility of winning. Because, he's Magnus. He's not going to lose, even if he has a worse position. And then, of course, the old analogy of squeezing water from a stone, where you play a dead drawn endgame so precisely that even someone who rarely messes up, someone of an incredibly high skill level, will somehow create an opportunity for you to take advantage of. Because chess is just like that. Chess is insane. I'm not at that level, and I will never be at that level. No one will ever be at that level for a long while. And I say that even with these young kids nowadays, grandmasters at age 10. Shout out to Asino Oro. Shout out world chess champion Gukesh Damaraju. I'm not sure if I'm butchering his last name, but Gukesh, world chess champion. What was he, 18 when he won? That's insane. That's insane. Chess is probably the only sport where I'd fear a younger opponent more than an older opponent. Oh, sorry, where I'd fear a much younger opponent rather over a much older opponent. Or sport, whatever you want to call it. Competitive game. I don't know what the legal definition of sport is, and honestly, I don't really care enough. I don't really care enough. Chess is interesting, though. Chess is interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to go to 100. We're going to play some chess puzzles, and we're going to call it a stream. So let's lock in. Oh, lock in. Speaking of locking in or rocking in, I watched Koseki Biju's, 3D Live, and then her subsequent original song, Rock In. Very fun. It was a very fun song. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't have any absurd comments about it. I think she plays into the Zoomer meme lord thing pretty well. Yeah, not much to say. It's just fun. It's just fun. It's just fun content. Content I enjoy. It is fun. Wow, I am really, 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 really tired. Is this Rue or Ray? I think it's Ray. It is Ray. Nice. Oh man, I'm sore. I am sore. Da, ta, me, ta, da. Da? I think it's da. It is da. Ru, ro, go. There we go. We are flowing. Nice. I like doing well. It makes me feel better about myself. It really does. And we actually have a pretty good percentage. Less than 10 wrong. Over 90% accuracy. So far, let's not jinx ourselves or anything. we jinxed ourselves. I was going to say jinxed, as if that was a word. I guess that's just how English works, where sometimes you just do that shift instead of... I can't think of an... I feel like that's such a common vocal practice, change that I to an A to enunciate a verb that we've done to ourselves, but I can't think of a single instance where that's the case. But I just feel like the English principles of grammar surging through me to say that. But I can't recall why. I don't know why. And it scares me a bit. What doesn't scare me is that we're done. You know, one more. Ta. Lovely. Now we can do some chess puzzles. And these... Should we start with a daily puzzle? I think we'll do the daily puzzle and then some puzzle rush. And oh my, the kink in my neck is not going away. That's never fun. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have some more water. Man, I feel like a sack of bricks. I really feel just that exhausted. I cannot fathom why. I do not understand. But all I know is I am... I don't even know. Alright, checks, captures, attacks. The easiest thing I see is this. Stop the hop. Yeah, I don't see what black does after this. And let me explain the danger of this. Your knight is pinned to your rook, and my rook's kind of facing you. So it would be basically free take. There is no way you can move... Let's say you move your knight here, attacking this piece. Okay. I take with check. There is nothing you can do to avoid this. It's 2 attackers now on 1. You can't defend this rook with your knight. You can't move your king over fast enough. It's just this. I would just do the rook. Okay. Okay, I need to say something. I need to say something. And I maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy. The last few chess puzzles that I've done have been incredibly easy. Easier than I remember chess icons puzzles being. Easier than they should be. I hate to be a hater, but fix it! Like, these puzzles are supposed to be incredibly hard. I miss them being hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe it's because it's Tuesday and that's earlier in the week when the puzzles are easier. But I feel like the Sunday puzzles have also been pretty easy when we did them. And we don't do them a ton, but we do them occasionally. And when we do, they've been feeling easier. But not because I'm better at chess, but because the puzzle itself is weaker. To be clear, I'm not saying I'm getting better. I might be getting better. But that's not on me to say. That's not the point. Oh my. Right to white to move. We'll briefly explain. This is just checkmate because it's defended by the bishop and nothing else can take it. Alright, black to move. This is just checkmate, back ring mate. Well, actually, you have to block with your knight, in which case we take back, and that's checkmate because rook takes these 2, and then your pawns are blocking. Mate in 2, mate in 1. Perfect. Again, back rank issues for your king, so just take and take. And then take the rook. Alright, your king's kind of boxed in because of the rook. So I'm thinking move here, force you over, and then deliver checkmate with the rook. Simple enough. Okay, maybe not this, because once you take... Yeah, that's just daft of me. When I could just checkmate. Yeah, I'm just going to checkmate in 1. Knight takes away this square. Rook takes away basically all these squares. And you can't take because the knight defends. So yeah, rook checkmate. I misread that. And I'm glad I caught that. Alright, this is just checkmate because it's defended by the bishop. This is just checkmate defended by the bishop. This is just check with the rook and checkmate. Checkmate again with the bishop's defense. Checked, forcing the corner, then sack the queen for back mate like we did in the first few puzzles. This is just mate in 1. It's a morphe mate with the queen and the bishop. Alright, this one's at least a bit more interesting. Bishop takes away these. Your pieces take away these. So this move is just checkmate. take, 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 take. Oh, easy enough. Yeah, I just want a piece at the end of this sequence. White to move. I think just check here. And when you block, I take, you take, I push. That's not good enough. Check. Oh yeah, no, check here. And this is a winning game because even when you have to catch up, yeah. I was going to say, even when you catch up with that pass pawn on the side, my king does some damage on the side with your pawns, which you are separated from, so you can't defend. Alright. Did we take? No, maybe. You're threatening checkmate in 1. Ugh. Oh, no, I take. Once you take, I go here. And no, that's not how it works because I'm going to be in check. Lovely. I could go here? That doesn't put pressure anywhere. Any checks? Going here with my queen, bad because the bishop can take. Here with the queen is bad because the rook can take. If I go here, 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 here. It's probably just take. Oh, take the bishop. Duh. I feel daft for not getting that. Check, force you in back rank position, and then deliver checkmate because your king has nowhere to go and is blocked in by its own pawns. This is check because it is, but of course I have this, which is just correct. Take the free queen. White to move. Is this not just checkmate? Yeah, it is. White to move. This fork wins a piece. I'd say go here. Once you take, I take back. Sorry, I take your pawn. Perfect. Black to move. First move is looks to be there. King has to go here. I can check you like this. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna play it. Alright, do I want to check like this? Yeah, that should be checkmate. Into, of course. Taking this seems like a no-brainer. Forces your piece over, where I check again, I guess? Well, first, let's just take the pawn. That was not it? Really? Must have missed something. Checkmate in 1. I'm guessing here, because that's checkmate? Yeah. Alright. Alright. Oh, this is a discovered attack on the queen. Perfect. White to move. I wish it was this. It's not, but it's probably this. Yeah, rook sacrifice. And then checkmate with the queen. Could go here. Force you up. And go here or something. Because that seems correct. Right. Huh. Well. Well, 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 well. Any checks? I see this one first, which I'm just going to play because I have nothing better. I'm just going to take the Bright Knight for some reason. Let's deliver a check. Wrong move. Okay, we deserve that. We're kind of just playing by whims. And checkmate. Playing by whims. I don't even know what we're doing. We're just playing by whims. Okay. Whimsy, let's go. Okay, the Whimsy Gambit works. Oh, just a fork. Is that just, yeah, take it. Alright, white to move. If I go here and you take, I just kind of put the pressure up. So yeah. If I keep going, take your piece. Mate in 1 looks like, no it doesn't. Because the queen is there being a sniper. But mate in 2 is always appropriate. Love to go here, force you up. Technically, I'd love to force you go here and just checkmate you. Unfortunately, not what I can do right now. I know we are just winging it, but I probably should have a bit more structure. That's on me. What can we do? We can do this. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. So must go there. So take c4, king to d1. I could push again? No. First move is obviously correct. Could check there. Could check here. Oh, I'm sorry for yawning. I think this is it. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I want to win, so let's win. That creates a backrank situation. I should have seen that. Check. Let's say it takes. Oh, do I just have this? First, let's check. Nope. Okay, no, we're wrong. And we should feel bad. We don't feel bad, we feel tired. But, right, that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. It does mean a lot for me, especially when I'm not at 100% like I am today. I really just need to sleep. I just need to sleep. This stream hasn't even gone on for an hour. I just need to sleep. And I hope you all have a wonderful night's rest as well. Or if you just woke up, smile in the mirror when you brush your teeth or something. I don't know. Whatever your morning routine is, do it with a little bit more energy. Or less energy. Maybe you need a little bit more sleep. Just rest well. I know I need to. But right, thank you all for watching. Whether you're just stopping by or you want to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, it always means a lot to me. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.